A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Elijah Gishoro. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the greatest YouTuber in the Republic of Kenya, and the E in my name stands for exactly what you need. Protests have rocked Kenya today, from Mombasa, Kisii, Nairobi, and so many other places, because of the high cost of living and the finance bill of 2023. So these protests are courtesy of the opposition leader in Kenya, Raila Amolo Odinga, who ordered all his followers to go on protests today, labeled Sabasaba. So Sabasaba simply stands for 7th of July, July being the 7th month. And Sabasaba is a day that has had a very long history in terms of protests in this country, because even at the time, at the peak where we had opposition during the Moi regime, that is where Sabasaba became prominent, and people were agitating for their rights. People were agitating for better governance. People were agitating for democracy. People were agitating for so many other things, and that was the rebirth of Sabasaba protests, for those who don't know. So it started a while ago, and Raila was still in politics. Oh man, this guy is old. He was still in politics. He did Sabasaba those days, and he's doing them even today. So the plan today is people to protest all over the country, and also the opposition leaders will converge at Kamukunji grounds, where they will address the gathering that will be there, as well as march towards the Nairobi CBD. Okay, this is something they have never been able to do, because the police always repulse them before they get to the Nairobi CBD. So, but today there were some protesters in Nairobi CBD who
I have my right. Yes. I have my right. My constitutional right. Bei ya chakula iko juu. Unga imepanda. Hakuna kazi, mmetunyima kazi. Unataka tufanye nini? Toka hapa. Toka hapa. Comrade power! Comrade power! We are ready. Comes up your legs are walking free, you are doing nothing about it. Wachana na mimi. Hapa right protest. Soka bana. Down with police down. Down with police. We have a right to We have a right to protest. We have a right to protest. The right to protest must be protected. A government that cannot do that. We have a right to protest. We have a right to protest. We have a right to protest. Down! Power! 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 This government resist! Resist this government resist! Comrade power! Comrade power! We are in a die. We are in a die for freedom. Comrades power. Comrades power. I am ready to die with this government now. The right to protest down with this government now. A government that cannot do that is tyrannical. A citizen that cannot uphold the right to protest. Power.
Force, excessive force.
The question you are not.
I'm from the media. I'm from the
as
media.
a police officer, what
Hapana, sio kuongea kwa station. Say here in front of everybody. Ni sheria gani tumekeuka kuwa hapa?
This can't be a police state. Can it?
What law have we broken by being here?
We are not in a police state, madam.
What law have we broken? What law have we broken?
before they get to the Nairobi CBD. So, but today there were some protesters in Nairobi CBD who were arrested and will be arraigned in court in due time, or I'm not sure if they will be released on police bond or something like that. But that is the situation on the ground right now. They have been arrested, some have been tear gassed, and some have some have just been harassed. You'll see for yourself from the videos. And that is the situation right now. So tear gas, water cannons, police brutality, and things like that, just to repulse all the protesters who are currently on the road, and they are protesting the high cost of living, the finance bill of 2023, increased taxes, and things like that. Early in the morning, Thika Road, a section of Thika Road from Utalii, transport was paralyzed as protesters took to Thika Road to barricade the road. Some threw stones at buses, but the police came in handy to rescue the situation and resume normalcy. So that has been the situation in Kenya today, and let us wait and hear what the opposition leaders will have to tell their supporters, since this was their planned day. They really hyped this event. They made adverts, they made calls for people to attend. They did so much to rally people, and true to their efforts, some people have actually joined the protest, and they are making the police have running battles. So we have seen police deploy arsenal ranging from tear gas canisters, police on horses. We have seen water cannons. We have seen police with very long rungus trying to disperse supporters, and it is a scene that is not very good to behold, because this makes paralyzation of businesses. People are unable to go to work. People are unable to open their businesses for fear of looting. When you have such protests, protesters tend to take advantage of the chaos and the mayhem to loot from shops, to loot from businesses, and this makes it very hard for businesses to thrive. Bearing in mind the cost of living is already high, it's at an all-time high already, and then you add this burden again to people who should pay rent for their business premises, people who should pay for utilities at their business premises, and therefore it becomes very, very ugly. So we are waiting for the opposition leader Raila Amolo Odinga so that we know, is this the last day of protest, or are they planning to add or to increase the number of protests in this country or something like that. So let us wait and see what is in store for Kenyans. But in the meantime, wherever you are, kindly stay safe and avoid places that could jeopardize your peace or your well-being and things like that. It's also good to stay in places that will not get you into trouble. Okay. Yeah, so that is the reason for the protests. We don't know for how long the protests are going to go on, but the police have really taken a toll on the protesters, and it is not easy even for the protesters. Human rights organizations like the Kenya Human Rights Commission, they have taken to Twitter to condemn the police brutality. Now, according to the Kenyan constitution, it is allowed for protesters to protest peacefully. That is the new constitution 2010. It allows people to give police notice, to even get police protection, and picket or demonstrate peacefully, unarmed, and not causing any destruction of property or destruction or interference with people's lives and things like that. So it's allowed in the law, and that's why human rights organizations are coming out to call out the government, because they're saying, if this is allowed in the law, why aren't you allowing us to protest? Why are you making it difficult for us to exercise our constitutional right? Why are you denying us the constitutional right, the constitution that we passed, the new constitution we passed? That is the reasoning, that is the argument of these human rights organizations that are on the streets with cameras to record all the human rights violations. They are posting pictures and things like that, but the government is hearing none of it, because we have also seen instances where protests have been violent. We've seen supermarkets being looted, we've seen businesses going down, we have seen people unable to go to work, like on Thika Road, people being stoned. So it's a highly delicate balance between allowing people to peacefully picket and actually people peacefully picketing, because people are already annoyed with the government because of the high cost of living. Remember, this government started off by telling us about how they'll reduce the cost of everything, and they will make life bearable to the common monarch. In fact, their campaign slogan was hustler, or the low in the society, and how they uplift them. But now people have come to realize that this was just a campaign promise, and people are not willing to wait anymore to be able to see the government realize its promises. So people are seeing like it's a government that just came in and doesn't care about them anymore, and all they see is the government just trying to make life more difficult for them every single day. Rise in NHIF rates, rise in NSSF rates, increased VAT on fuel, increased housing levy. It's a new bill to Kenyans, increased excise duty, and so many other rising costs that have really made life completely unbearable for the common mwananchi, and that's why you see they have even the time to protest. Most of these people are unemployed, they don't have a source of income, they live from hand to mouth, and at the slightest provocation they will do anything to call out the government or to fight with the government, so that they will be able to get the attention of the government and see if the government will change its ways. Guys, thank you so much for watching. That has been my time. I'll be here to bring you everything that is worth your time. This is yours truly, Elijah Gishoro. Like, comment, subscribe, watch, and share this video with your friends and family, so that we build a very big community that will discuss every topic. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Adios.